If your father, with whom you had a very troubled relationship, was alive today, do you think he would be tempted to vote for Donald Trump? Because it's very tribal in America, isn't it? You're a Democrat or a Republican, and then that tribal thing seems to become diluted in recent years.
Donald Trump seems to be feeling the pressure with the upcoming November elections, so he's decided to give his rally crowds a bit of a comedy show. It's like he's trying out for a late-night gig, announcing chuckles and making off-the-wall remarks to keep everyone entertained. Meanwhile, Bruce Springsteen effortlessly outshines these antics, reminding everyone why he's still the boss both on and off the stage. So Donald Trump spoke at a big rally in New Jersey where he made a sly comment about Bruce Springsteen. If some of these crazy liberal singers showed up, they'd vote for me, you know, like Bruce Springsteen. We have a much bigger crowd than Bruce Springsteen, right? He said.
You know, like Bruce Springsteen, we have a much bigger crowd than Bruce Springsteen, right? Much bigger. If some of these wackos came along, you know, these liberal singers, they'd actually vote for me. You know, they all vote for me. They say, oh, Trump, I don't know.
Bruce Springsteen fans were quick to slam Donald Trump for claiming his Jersey Shore event drew a bigger crowd than any of Springsteen's concerts. I mean, come on, Trump. Next you'll be saying you invented the internet. Why make such wild claims when a quick Google search can debunk them faster than you can tweet fake news? Let's check the numbers. According to his campaign team, the 77-year-old former president's rally in Wildwood, New Jersey, drew about 88,000 supporters.
Over 100,000 people. If this was supposed to be, you know, they thought they'd hit 40 people here. There's so many people here. Man.
Sure, we'll go with that, but let's be real. How many were there because they heard there'd be free hot dogs and maybe a chance to see a UFO?
I just had the best hot dog, so I said, Frank, I'm sorry.
Assuming Trump did pull in those 88,000 people, fine, we'll give him that. However, Trump was acting a bit odd at the rally and didn't immediately take a shot at Springsteen. Instead, he started with a bizarre tangent about Hannibal Lecter. Yes, Hannibal Lecter. The internet is still laughing about it.
The late, great Hannibal Lecter. He's a wonderful man. He oftentimes would have a friend for dinner.
And most folks are wondering if he got his speech notes mixed up with a Netflix queue. Then he moved on to topics like abortion and illegal immigration. At this point, the crowd was either nodding along or trying to remember where they parked. Trump's jab at New Jersey legend Bruce Springsteen came right at the end, adding an unexpected twist, like the pickle you didn't order on your burger. It ended up being one of the night's most controversial remarks, shocking absolutely no one. Kicking things off with a bit of flattery, Trump praised the rally's turnout, calling it wonderful and so on. Well, that's probably just his opinion. It's not like he's known for his refined taste in decor. Before diving into the juicy bits, let's listen to that. Spoiler, it's about as juicy as a dried up raisin. If some of these wackos, you know, these liberal singers came along, they'd actually vote for me, he said after that. Yeah, and pigs might fly. We're highly skeptical of that. Trump's got a knack for hating musicians, probably because they usually have more followers than he does on social media and aren't shy about calling him out. They damage his reputation by frequently calling him an idiot, so naturally he despises them, and the feeling is definitely mutual. It's like a bad high school drama, but with more hair gel and fewer coherent sentences. And Trump didn't stop there. Like a magician pulling one more rabbit out of the hat, he decided to go even further, pushing the boundaries of reality like a sci-fi movie. He wasn't just talking about any liberal musicians, you know, like Bruce Springsteen, he added, name-dropping the rock legend, because who better to compare yourself to than the boss himself? Compared to Bruce Springsteen, our crowd is far larger, right? Sure, if you're counting imaginary friends. Springsteen fans were quick to point out the flaws in the latest Republican numbers, like kids pointing out the plot holes in a bad movie. Trump's campaign has already faced criticism for exaggerating attendance figures. Who could have guessed? The rock star and his E Street Band sold out 3 shows at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford between August 30th and September 3rd of last year. The venue's website states that there are 82,500 seats available. That's a lot of seats, folks. We'll do the math for you since it's apparently not Trump's strong suit. At each of their gigs, the E Street Band drew a larger crowd than Trump did at his rally, and those events were paid for. Imagine if Springsteen's shows were free, millions would turn up. On the flip side, if Trump's rallies required tickets, they'd have more crickets than people. Certainly, Bruce Springsteen, the iconic rock musician, has been vocal about his political views, particularly in opposition to Donald Trump's presidency.
Lose now, which of course he is going to lose.
You're confident?
Oh yeah, he's going to lose. And he knows that. He knows he's going to lose.
Springsteen actively campaigned for Democratic candidates and publicly criticized Trump's policies, rhetoric, and leadership style. During Trump's presidency, Springsteen didn't hold back in expressing his disapproval. He called Trump a con man and criticized his handling of issues such as immigration and race relations. Springsteen's music often reflects his social and political concerns, and he didn't shy away from using his platform to voice dissent against Trump's administration. Bruce is convinced that if Trump gets another shot at the presidency, it'll be like inviting a tornado to a tea party, a disaster waiting to happen. Springsteen didn't hold back when he sent a fiery message to Trump at the start of his SiriusXM show, "From my home to yours, put on a F*******ing mask." It was like a rock star dropping the mic on Trump's handling of the COVID-19 crisis. Talk about hitting the wrong note. Without mincing words, Savage Springsteen made it clear once again that he's not afraid to call out the former president. It's like watching a lion roar at a mouse. It's loud, it's fierce, and there's no mercy. Bruce clearly isn't Trump's biggest fan. He's been giving Trump the side eye for years, even before the chaos of January 6, 2021, and when things got real, he didn't hold back. It's like watching a master chef season his dish with a pinch of sass.
2016, this is now 2019. Are you surprised that he's trash talking you after all this time? A lot of people are very concerned about the direction of the country.
The stewardship of the nation has been thrown away to somebody who doesn't have a clue what that means. And unfortunately, we have somebody who I feel doesn't have a grasp of the deep meaning of what it means to be
In the quirky world of politics, where every move is scrutinized and every word dissected, it seems like even the most unexpected characters are stepping up to warn about the dangers of Trump and his party. It's like watching a chaotic sitcom where the plot twists keep getting crazier by the minute. Take Bruce Springsteen, for instance. The boss himself isn't shy about voicing his concerns. He's been belting out warnings like a rock anthem, cautioning that another Trump presidency could spell disaster for the nation. It's like hearing a classic tune with a modern twist. Same melody, but with a whole new set of lyrics that hit home harder than ever before. But Bruce isn't alone in his chorus of caution. Enter Robert De Niro, the Hollywood heavyweight known for his tough guy roles and iconic performances. In a new Biden ad, De Niro pulls no punches, slamming Trump with the force of a heavyweight boxer. He warns that Trump could single-handedly destroy democracy if given the chance. It's like watching a movie where the villain's plot threatens to unravel the entire storyline, leaving audiences on the edge of their seats. And then there's Biden himself, the seasoned politician with a folksy charm that's as comforting as a warm cup of cocoa on a chilly night. In his own unique way, Biden compares Trump to a bull in a china shop, a fitting analogy for a president known for his brashness and unpredictability. It's like watching a clumsy toddler wreak havoc in a delicate porcelain store, only this time, the stakes are much higher. But let's not forget the moments that have defined Trump's tumultuous tenure in the Oval Office. From the infamous Kov Fefi tweet that left the internet scratching its head in confusion to the time he suggested injecting bleach as a potential treatment for COVID-19, Trump has had more than his fair share of blunders. It's like watching a slapstick comedy where the protagonist keeps tripping over his own shoelaces, except in this case the consequences are far from funny.
So they more than doubled it, but you can't even see the end. I wish we didn't have the press here. I wish we moved them the hell back so they'd have, because they can't see in the back.
And who could forget the time Trump boasted about his ability to stare directly at a solar eclipse without protective glasses? It's like watching a daredevil perform a death-defying stunt, except instead of applause, it's met with a collective facepalm from the entire nation. In the end, whether it's Bruce Springsteen singing a cautionary tune, Robert De Niro delivering a scathing critique, or Biden offering up his own colorful commentary, one thing's for sure: the warnings about Trump and his party are coming from all corners. It's like a symphony of voices, each adding their own unique melody to the chorus of concern. And if history has taught us anything, it's that ignoring the warning signs can lead to a discordant finale that nobody wants to hear. So let's tune in, listen up, and maybe, just maybe, we can change the tune before it's too late. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you in the next one.